Well, thanks for being with us this morning on Spectrum News 1. I'm meteorologist Courtney Aitken alongside meteorologist Brandon Richards. We have been tracking the flood threat that is ongoing here across parts of central Texas, including the Hill Country. So what does that red color mean? That means a level 3 out of 4 risk for excessive rainfall. That is not something that we see all the time. In fact, that is pretty rare, and it means that it is a very dangerous situation because it means that we have a pretty significant threat of flash flooding anywhere within 25 miles where you see that red area. If you are just joining us this evening, we're glad you're here. A tornado watch has been issued through midnight tonight for parts of North Texas, here highlighted in yellow. This is a very strong, very dangerous storm with very tight rotation. Right now, it's on your doorstep in Montague, so I've said it before, I'll continue to say it. Those of you in Montague, you need to be in your safe place now. They will change a little bit. We saw Marcine. She's been a trooper, right? She's out in the middle of all of it. She's seen snow today. She's seen sleet. She's now seeing rain, but that is changing as we speak. Snow days, ice days for the kids going on. We are going to taper off with that wintry precipitation. I think that we're pretty much done with that headed into tonight, but we are not out of the woods when it comes to the really cold temperatures. 0 degrees in the capital city, negative numbers for Waco and Dallas-Fort Worth. So as we've been saying all morning, these are the temperatures that you need to be dressing for. Down near Waxahachie, it is a wintry mix. And then we have heavy rain off to the south. For our friends in central Texas, activity is starting to ramp up. It is just liquid rain, cold rain though, for us in Austin and San Antonio.
I was excited for, and there's the video there right behind you.
Yeah, there it is. So Blake's sister, Lauren in Houston, sharing this video with us earlier today, waking up to some snowflakes. And honestly, we would all prefer snow to ice. It's a little bit easier to drive in, less treacherous. And on top of that, it's just kind of fun because we don't really see it all too often here in Texas. Tell you what we haven't seen though, and that's triple digits. We have only had 2 days this entire year with highs at or above 100 degrees. For perspective, last year at this time, we had already seen 14 days, 2 weeks worth of highs at or above 100 degrees. Yesterday, if you were with us tracking the tropics, it had a medium chance of development. So it's looking a little bit less likely to get its act together, and there's nothing wrong with that between you and I. Full sunshine, highs in the 90s, about 94 for Austin, but look at this side of the screen on the map. These are your feels like temperatures. So with that heat index, it's gonna feel like 97. Yuck, here in Austin. Doesn't even feel like 100 yet, but it's still going to feel hot and muggy there on your Friday afternoon, and it may only get worse into the weekend. Feels like temperatures in the lower 100s, really all the way through your Saturday, Sunday, and the early part of next week. Now, I know you're going to ask, so let's talk about the chance of rain. I'll tell you, the chance of rain isn't very impressive, but we'll play it out here. Here's Thursday morning all the way through about 9 o'clock. Don't be too surprised if it's kind of overcast out there. It could be even a little bit foggy at times, but just like that, the clouds are gone by lunchtime and it'll just be sunny and hot the rest of the day. Then moving into our Friday with some tropical moisture, we could see Mother Nature trying to turn on the sprinkler system Friday afternoon and evening. There it is, kind of out to the east of Bexar County. Something we see every summer, and you can actually see it from outer space. This is a satellite view from earlier last week. You can see that dust making the trek thousands of miles over the Atlantic Ocean and toward the United States. That's just the beginning. We have more of this headed our way, as you can see here, as we head into the next several days. Dust will continue to move over the state of Texas, and as it does, we'll notice both positive and negative impacts. And if we take all of our high temperatures and all of our low temperatures and we average them together, we get 84 degrees, which as you can see is slightly below normal. So while it does feel hot and it does feel humid, I won't take that away from you, it is a little bit cooler than it typically is during the month of July. Well, no matter where you may be watching from, chances are you are feeling the summertime heat. We have already begun to track those triple digits here across the state. 28 days where we have hit 100 degrees or higher in Laredo so far. But on the other side of the spectrum, places like Dallas-Fort Worth have yet to hit the triple digits. For Austin and San Antonio, we have had 2 to 3 days with triple-digit heat so far. And for those of you in Del Rio, 17 days so far with highs at or above 100 degrees. Feels like summer, that is for sure, and the official start of the summer season is today. So happy summer solstice. Welcome back. Thanks for spending part of your evening with us here on Spectrum News 1. I'm meteorologist Courtney Aitken. Want to begin here with a look at Lake Travis. I found this photo on social media. Obviously a lot of water here, but I want you to squint and look close. You'll be able to see some trees are actually mostly submerged in that water. It's no secret that the lake levels have risen significantly this past month. We can take a look at the levels on Lake Travis from earlier this Thursday afternoon. 675.32 feet puts us at 91% full. Not too bad. Now we're also almost 10 feet above our average July lake level, which is 666.39 feet. All of this thanks to the rain that came down earlier in the month. This total right here, 5.7, that is the amount of rain that we've picked up at Camp Mabry. That's just one site. Keep in mind, other areas within the region have seen even more rain, but right there in west of downtown, we've seen 5.7 inches, which puts us at a surplus of more than 4 inches for the month of July. And here is our newest drought monitor. This came out today. All these areas in gray, drought free. Then south of Austin, we just have moderate drought, which is the lowest level. Still drought, but we have made huge improvements. We do have some rain chances into the next few days because we have tropical moisture coming in from the Gulf, and that could generate some widely scattered showers here over the next few days, but it's going to be very hit or miss, and quite frankly, probably going to be a miss. So don't worry too much about your outdoor plans. I'll show you the futurecast. This is Friday afternoon. Couple of isolated showers bubbling up way out to the east into the coastal plains. Some of those could produce some briefly heavy rainfall, but I think that all falls apart by nightfall and before it even makes it to places like Bastrop County, much less Austin. Then as we move into our Saturday, we'll have an additional chance for a pop-up shower. Most of us are going to stay dry. Most of us are going to see zeros, so not really anything in the rain gauge when all is said and done. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 97 is the forecast high for Friday, but with humidity, it'll feel like 101 or so. Then we'll get a little bit cooler headed into the weekend.